Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CritsNCantrips presents Mystery of Shipwreck Island. This is episode 1 of our very first Call of Cthulhu playthrough. We're playing a little scenario tonight with some characters that potentially seem very similar to characters that you may know from popular fiction, but obviously for copyright reasons, we aren't Mystery Inc. Kind of hard. I am joined this evening by Lorna, Josh, Dylan, Dalton, and Sarah.
Boy.
And we have Josh doesn't have the best of internet anymore, so we don't get to see him very often, but we're getting a little bit of a cosplay in here tonight. You'll have to try to guess what character he is playing. I don't think anyone will get it. Or someone will. We're looking forward to playing a little Call of Cthulhu tonight. I didn't prepare a banter topic, but I did order Panda Express for dinner.
Oh, God.
And I got a fortune cookie. So I'm going to open my fortune cookie, which, you know, is not going to be a fucking fortune because they're not fortunes anymore. They're like, good luck out there. They say something stupid like that. So I'm going to try to create a banter topic based off of this, and if it's trash, I actually do have a backup already.
So you are just freeballing it. I knew it.
Like Dalton specifically asked.
I knew it. I
do actually have one. But this one says a helping hand.
And he's free.
A helping
free ballin'.
Thank you. A helping hand will pull you up this week.
Okay. Wow.
What if some of us don't have hands?
And a helping foot will kick you in the ass.
Yeah, I was going to say something about pushing you right back down.
No, I can't make a banter topic out of that. So my banter topic actually was we're playing a team tonight. We're playing a group tonight. Do you guys have a favorite group or team from popular media? Maybe you're a big Mystery Inc. fan. Maybe you really like NSYNC. Maybe you really like the Avengers. You guys have a favorite group, team, that sort of a dynamic from popular fiction or even real life? Maybe your favorite team is the Chiefs. I don't know. Maybe it is. You guys have a favorite team. Brendan in the chat started off with Powerpuff Girls. He said the Powerpuff Girls would trash the Avengers. No weaknesses. He's really trying to get to me. Yeah, no, he's on it.
Trying or succeeding.
Eat my fortune cookie while someone starts off. Favorite group? Favorite team? Maybe it's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I can say my favorite team. My favorite team is the Northern Lions Ultimate Frisbee team operating out of Kansas City, Missouri.
I've seen them play. Pretty good team. All right, coaches. Like team leads are so-so, but the players themselves.
Yeah, the players themselves are the real strength. He's not wrong.
That's a good one. So that's your favorite?
Yeah, that's my answer. Favorite. Hands down.
Sure, I like that. Anyone else? Favorite team?
The original, I got it. The original cast for the Challenger, which included Big Bird.
All right.
What an insane fucking answer.
Wait, I want a caveat. Is it because it's strictly Big Bird, or is there other reasons?
I like that the astronauts were going to let him aboard and just let him hang out while they do their science mission.
We should do more science experiments on Big Bird. I think that's a good...
Or at least with him,
Says
like
the
involve
vet.
him in some way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
we
should
really
send
need to
more
get him
fictional
involved.
birds into space.
Yeah.
We should see a Bill Nye Big Bird team up.
You know, to be fair, Big Bird really isn't fictional. He's just a puppet, you know?
Right, buddy?
Whoa.
buddy.
There's children watching this, okay?
He's not. He's
Shit.
God.
He's not like animated. I mean, I'm sure he's animated somewhere, but like, touch him. Okay.
You're touching Big Bird.
So far we have an Ultimate Frisbee team and the original cast of the Voyager.
I would
Put
argue...
Big Bird in there. It's a cast.
that the best team is the Michael Jordan Space Jam lineup.
Ooh,
Ooh,
these
that's
are
a
good
one.
answers, guys. I like these answers.
Not the Monstars, but the other one.
Yeah, exactly.
I have one. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's one that I think is a good answer. I'm gonna say the entire team of the cast of Rogue One. They pushed the story of Star Wars forward and gave us a solid reason as to where the Death Star plans came from. So
Rogue
For
One,
that, we are
the
grateful.
crew of Rogue One. Okay.
The crew of Rogue One. Wow.
I also have one that I think is not my favorite, but I think it's a good team.
Sure.
And I think I'm gonna go with Mary Kate and
The
Ashley.
Northern Lions Ultimate. Oh,
Mary Kate and Ashley is another good answer.
well, there was a better answer for Lorna, but she didn't say it, so it's okay.
My favorite is Friendly Fire.
That was an ultimate frisbee inside joke. That's awesome. Oh, if only any of Josh's family was in the chat, they would have got that. But
I love inside jokes. Let me be a part of one someday.
I was like, if we, the word team is so loose. I'm just like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
coworkers are teams in The Office, the cast of The Office.
ooh, yeah. Hey.
Oh, I think The Office 100% would count for this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. That's good. I feel like my answer is gonna suck now.
I'm thinking
You
of like
guys-
even more
Oh,
video games.
we
like
already
DuckTales.
thought that. DuckTales?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Did you play DuckTales? I played on the Sega. It was pretty good. You
Ah,
like
shit,
shot
okay.
plungers.
the
Yeah.
whole team from Community. I
Oh
love
yeah,
Community.
We're watching that right
We're
now.
kind of jumping into favorite
Mm.
casts now.
Bring us back.
I call Abed.
You said there were no rules,
Okay.
Austin.
No,
I'll be
no.
Troy. I can play Troy pretty well.
I would love to see
I forget
that,
his
actually.
name, but I like Childish Gambino. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah, Troy. Yeah, no, Troy.
That's Troy.
That's what he
That's
was
Troy.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy and Abed are amazing.
Real question is who's gonna be Pierce? Who's gonna be the just blatant asshole racist?
Well, asshole, I got that down. Maybe I could act racist. I really dog on Josh's orc character.
He does. He sure does.
Got that dog in him.
He's past the
Put
point
that
of
dog in him.
dogging.
Put that dog in me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stop.
Well, no, that's not what I'm
Not.
saying. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
that he's not a dog.
Oh, but he's got that dog in him.
Yeah.
Oh, Brendan said I can be Pierce. Oh, but then he said actually Austin has it.
I think Josh. Sorry, I'm devolving. off
Optic
into
Gaming.
anything.
No. I just haven't said mine. The Call of Duty competitive team. That's probably my favorite team.
The Call of Duty competitive team?
You didn't say the
Hey.
Avengers.
A Call of Duty competitive team. The Avengers is too
That's
easy,
insane.
and it's ever changing. You know.
I mean,
You
you could
guys
do what
all-
Dylan said and like an OG lineup, OG
That's
Avengers
true.
lineup.
Yeah, no,
I actually fuck
take
with
me
the
down, Peg.
I actually fuck
Yeah.
with the Midnight Suns more.
Yeah,
if I'm being
Austin.
honest.
You should have a different answer.
Yeah, change your answer, asshole.
Midnight Suns. Midnight
Nobody
Suns.
likes your
change-
answer, Austin.
Yeah, changing it.
Austin. You
Fuck.
dick.
It's my Starfinder group because Sarah and Lorna and Josh aren't in it.
That's a
Aw.
good reason. That's a good reason.
Yeah.
No. Let him cook. Let him cook.
No, Midnight
You
Suns.
know
If
how
I had
I
to pick a
said
Marvel
I'd
team.
give you buttons for your costume?
did. I got
Yeah,
my
fuck
stuff
your
too.
suspenders.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, you can go fuck off, and you can find your own buttons.
I said a video game team and then I got yelled at.
Now I'm picturing some dope crossovers. Like, what if your favorite teams met your favorite teams?
That's what I was
You know.
thinking. Like, of all of those that
I'm
were
your
just
favorite
named,
teams.
who would
favorite
win in an
team.
ultimate frisbee game? Because most
Yeah.
of those have, a lot of those characters have like superpowers. So I think that it's not who you think it would be.
Okay,
I
yeah,
guess-
but who do you think is gonna win versus the Midnight Suns versus the cast of the Challenger? And
You know
it's
what?
going to be publicized too.
I think
it's on
Blade-
TV.
I think
It's
Blade
always Big
Solos.
Bird.
I think Blade Solos.
Big Bird
Bird's
could catch
got
with
him.
his mouth.
Big Bird's got him, dude.
He's
You
way
seen the
taller than
wacky
everybody else,
zany
too.
shit he's done?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got two networks. Yeah. I actually think Friendly Fire would probably win.
Fuck you.
It took a little bit to process that, but I'm glad I got some sort of a reaction there. Big
We
Bird
got,
also has no
yeah.
weaknesses.
That's true. No
Sure he
weaknesses.
does. He
for
doesn't
Bird.
have hands.
That's
a
not a
strength.
weakness.
Who,
What?
who needs hands
Yeah.
when you kick ass?
You don't. You would.
Have you seen
you
the
would
legs on
take-
that boy?
You would take
Yeah.
long legs for no thumbs. That's your final answer.
That's my,
If I could have the
What?
powers of Big Bird, oh boy.
that's my final
Oh!
By
answer.
the powers of
There we
Big
go.
Bird.
I need a
Summon
Big
the
Bird. Who
powers
would
of
win?
Big Bird.
Maybe I use my thumbs more than you guys. I don't know.
What a statement.
What a
Maybe I
crazy
used
thing
my
to say.
thumb.
You should
Yeah.
genuinely thinking through that.
Yeah.
I am
What
like
a-
a
Yeah,
dog.
I guess I just use my thumbs more than them. Oh
Shoot my beer like
god.
this.
I'm better at being a human than you are. I use my
Yeah.
thumbs.
Yeah, those motherfuckers, they don't use their thumbs.
Crazy.
Like disposable thumbs.
Oh, disposable instead of opposable. That's good.
No.
I'd love to throw
Don't-
away these
don't.
bad boys.
Get thumbs on the opposite sides of the hand.
There
Now
you
we're really
go.
talking.
Wasn't that with the oh my god, what's that creature from Spy Kids? When he like morphs into that thing?
Oh
He's got,
yeah,
like, a
yeah,
bunch
the
of-
like the bad
Yeah.
guy. The
Yeah, he's
not,
got a bunch of
not
thumbs.
Mr. Fluff or not Mr. Floop, but his like assistant dude.
Yeah, he's got a
I
bunch of thumbs.
I thought you were just talking about the thumbs in general, and
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
the
no.
thumb.
Not the
All
not the thumb
thumbs.
thumbs.
Yeah, that's just thumbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thumbs.
Yeah.
That's literally thumbs.
Literally thumbs.
Cool. All right. Well, let's play some Call of Cthulhu.
Behold, Big
Behold.
Bird with no
Did Brendan
Thank
make an
you, Brendan.
AI image? Or did he just send a picture of Big Bird? Oh, all right. Let's try to play this game that we haven't played before. Actually, I'll take us back to just pre Crits and Cantrips. We actually did like one not good session of Call of Cthulhu with a few of us on Roll20, and it was rough. So I am hoping this will go better, but we will see what happens here.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, like, the girls just hung out in a murder cave by themselves.
That's true. It didn't go as I planned, but a big part of this game is just investigating and doing research, and I did not make that abundantly clear beforehand. So, I'm going to give a little opening narration here, and then we'll jump right into it. So, it is the summer of 1974. Bell bottoms are in and disco is king. West Germany wins the World Cup. The World's Fair is being held in Spokane, Washington, and Richard Nixon is currently embroiled in controversy following the Watergate scandal. The date is Friday, July 12th, 1974, and it is a stormy, humid summer in Lovecraft Country. It is unseasonably cold on the summer day, and the forecast calls for a severe storm in the evening as a cold and warm front collide over the coast of New England. The Mystery Machine Gang is arriving on the rickety wooden dock of the windswept Shipwreck Island off the coast of Falcon Point, just south of Devil's Reef. With a low, reverberating blast of the ship's horn, the small tugboat called A Boat Time pulls alongside the dock, and Willie, the ferryman, shouts out, "Welcome to Shipwreck Island," as he ties up the small boat that serves as the ferry from Falcon Point to the island. Standing on the wharf waiting for your arrival is the gang's friend and Velma's graduate school professor, Jameson Hyde White. You have all been invited to spend a weekend on Shipwreck Island by Professor White. The professor is currently on loan from Oxford University and working as a visiting professor at the nearby Miskatonic University's anthropology department. The university has recently acquired the isolated Shipwreck Island, a historical landmark and former home of the famous pirate and privateer Captain Carlisle Cutler. Rumors of the island abound that Captain Cutler hid his treasure somewhere on the island, and that the island is haunted by the ghost of long-dead pirates. In fact, that is why Professor Hyde White has invited you all out for the weekend. For witnesses claim to have seen the ghost of Captain Cutler roaming the island, trying to scare off visitors. Determined to research Shipwreck Island to delve into its historical significance, Professor Hyde White has tasked you all with aiding in his research and solving the mystery of the island. Welcome, welcome. I trust you all had a safe trip. The professor greets you all. Willie, if you would be so kind as to hold the ferry, Mr. Sturridge will be returning to Falcon Point. Willie doffs his cap, but then looks at the darkening sky above you all and frowns. Sure thing, Professor. But are you sure you and the kids want to stay on the island? It's a heck of a storm brewing, and the storm surge will be nothing to sneeze at. Not to worry, Willie. The island is high above sea level, and we have a generator and all the supplies we could need. If anything, we'll be safer here than on the low-lying coast. He goes, You say so, but all the same, I'll be asking my mate Patty from the Coast Guard to check in on you all. You wouldn't catch me out on a deserted island in a storm. Stay safe. The ferryman waves as the professor leads you off the dock. So, we'll jump here and look at the map real quick, just so you guys can all see where you're headed. So, kind of center of the map here, Falcon Point, kind of where my cursor is. And then, again, if you take that measuring tool in the person token controls, you can drag from Falcon Point to Shipwreck Island. So you're about 2 miles off the coast, 1.84 miles off the coast. So that's where you guys all have landed. And I will pull you over to kind of an overhead view of that map. Oh, nope, I just activated a corkboard instead. Activate this.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
Yep. All right, so here is Shipwreck Island. You all have now landed on the Shipwreck docks. Does anyone want to say or do anything after you guys have
Yes.
landed? Yeah.
Like zoinks! I'm so tired and hungry after that trip.
Yeah, does everyone want to introduce who they're playing, I guess? That's a good point. I bet we know who Dalton is playing there based off of that.
Yeah, Velma.
Oh God! Oh God!
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But that didn't come from a microphone. How could we know who it is?
I know who it is.
Well, but for the audience.
Yeah.
We have some pretty smart audience viewers, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay, never mind.
Josh, who are you playing?
Yeah.
What's the cosplay here tonight? Okay. Lorna, Sarah?
Is Josh gonna answer?
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
he just stared glowingly into the camera. I think he was trying to
I stared-
make it as obvious that who he's playing. I think is the idea there.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Fred.
Excellent. From Fred.
Fred, I'm Fred.
I'm Fred.
I'm Fred.
I wear an ascot.
I wear an ascot and I have perfect hair and a strong jawline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Fred.
One of my favorite Daphne quotes is, "What I want is a real live ghost."
It's true. That is what she wants.
And that's what I want.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get what I want.
Excellent. All right, so this island, you guys know, is about 1 mile long and 1 mile wide. The manor house is kind of in the center of the island, as long as there's also a utility shed kind of nearby. But, it's about a half-mile walk down the track to the manor. So, on this map, I have set up the scale to be in minutes. So, if you guys use the measure distance tool here, you should see, and it's a big map, so you kind of have to zoom in to actually read it. But, it's about 30-minute walk from the docks to the manor. So, you should be able to use that measuring tool and kind of get an idea of how far things are away.
Is this like the Zombie Island docks?
Kinda, sure. No, it's more ocean docks, not swamp
Yeah,
docks.
yeah.
I feel like there's a difference there. I don't know
Ocean man.
how to
take
say
me
that.
by the hand.
Excellent. So as you guys are walking up, is there anything that you would like to be doing? The professor basically starts leading you guys towards the house. He's just like, come. Love to show you where you all will be staying.
I want Daphne to be not paying attention because she's too busy looking into a compact mirror or something. They have no idea where she's going.
Okay, she's checking
Yeah.
just checking herself out.
Yeah.
Velma,
And I think
you
that
would
Fred is
know this person. Checking Daphne out.
I think Fred's too busy checking Daphne out. So
Oh yeah.
Velma's gonna be walking around like this, going, "I can't see. My glasses got foggy on the boat ride. Fred, Fred!
Fred's too locked into
I think
Daphne.
And Scooby
Fred,
will
no,
give
Fred go,
a
what?
Scooby will give a big lick on Velma's face, clearing her glasses.
It takes his little tail and cleans him off.
Does do that.
Thanks, Scoops.
Excellent. I
It's so
love it.
good.
Oh, I love it. I didn't post that we were live. I should do that. Okay. So as you guys are heading down towards the manor, you see a kind of older woman leaving the manor, and she comes up, and the professor goes, "Ethel, are you heading out now?" And she goes, "Yes, sir, I am." And he goes, "Well, let me introduce you to the group real quick before you head out." And she goes, "Mr. Ink, this is Miss Ethel Sturridge, the caretaker and housekeeper of this shipwreck manor. Miss Sturridge claims to have seen the ghost of Captain Cutler on the island. And she's one of the few who claims to have actually seen him. So you guys have an opportunity here to speak with her before she leaves. But it looks like she is headed off the island, which is what the ferryman said when you guys were down on the docks. So.
Mrs. Cutler, you wouldn't have happened to made a sandwich before you left?
Dalton, you're so good at that. It's crazy.
Whoa.
She goes, "Darling,
That's
as a matter of fact, I did. Dinner's in the oven. It should be ready in about an hour 15 minutes.
Oh,
The
and it
kitchen's
just goes
fully
down to the
stocked as
stomach,
well.
and it's like the stomach's like classically rumbling, where it's like moving in and out. Like, oh,
It looks like a 3-month pregnant baby belly.
sorry, Scoob, we're gonna have to wait.
Roro.
It's so good." She goes, "Well, if you don't have anything for me, I'm gonna be on my way then."
No.
Ethel.
"Oh, yes. What can I help you with, darling?"
And Velma's going to be wiping off her glasses on her blouse as she talks to this lady and goes, "Where'd you see the ghost of old Captain... What was his name again?
Carlisle Cutler,
Carlisle Cutler."
or Captain Cutler for short. She goes, "Well,
I asked a question.
it was about I would say about 2 nights ago. I was staying over in the manor. I saw an orb of light bobbing outside in the darkness. It got closer and closer until I could see a ghastly undead face presses up against the window. I was so scared I just ran away. I didn't take too long to look at it or anything."
How'd you know this was the ghost of Captain Cutler?
"Well, he was dead. It looked like a pirate. Then we've got pictures of him around the place. We have a
That could
pretty
have been
good
just a
idea of what he
normal
looks like.
ghost, man.
Normal or not.
Can you... Where are these pictures at?
If you head inside to the manor, you see there's a big one right in the center room.
Big one.
Big one. Right in the center room.
There's a big one. She kind of puts her arms out
big
like there's
one?
a giant portrait in the house of the captain.
Is that the only time you've ever seen one of these ghosts?
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen anything like that. It was just a couple nights ago.
How long have you worked here?
Oh, goodness. I've been a caretaker and housekeeper here for 15 years now.
So, why do you think you're just seeing one now, since you've been here for like 15 years? What's changed? Do you think anything has changed?
She kind of leans in a little bit close to you, and she goes, "It's that university, I think. Miskatonic's been putting their nose in things that they shouldn't be. I think the ghost is trying to scare away people from finding something on the island."
Any idea what?
"There's all sorts of devilry here. I think that captain got into things that he shouldn't have. Brought it back here. It's best to just let those sorts of things lie."
Devilry?
Cat
Sure.
gods?
Odds and ends, that sort of thing. I really must be on
Odds
my
and
way.
ends. Do you work at Bellathor's General Goods Store as a side gig?
Who the fuck told you that? How do you know that name? She grabs you. How do you know that name, Velma?
Let me go!
Let me go.
Help! Well, thank you. Come again.
Oh, I will. I'm just getting off the island for this damn storm hits.
And as Velma walks away, she goes, "Why did I say that? She lives here. She works here. She'll be back."
Yeah.
And yeah.
So yeah, she takes that same like trail back down to the docks to seemingly board that ferry and head back to the mainland. So that basically leaves you guys alone on the island with Professor White, and he kind of reaffirms what she said. And he goes, "Well, it sounds like dinner will be served in about an hour, and the storm is expected to hit around 8 p.m. tonight. I don't have anything in particular to talk to you all about, but if you want to take a look around, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said, no one else should be on the island, so you're welcome to explore and look things down. Again, I'm just trying to find more information about this ghost and all the sightings that have been happening. So if there's anything that you need to ask me, certainly feel free to do so. But we'll speak more during dinner and after dinner if that works for you all. But take this next hour and kind of get comfortable." So you guys have about an hour to explore freely with this island. And so you would know, based on how long it takes to get anywhere, that you have time to about investigate one thing per person. So this would be a classic situation, if you would like, of splitting up and going and checking things out.
Who's
You're
Fred? Suggest we split up.
Yeah, that's a good point. You guys are welcome.
I think
Oh, Lorna, we lost you.
obviously, Daphne and I need to go check something out. So
Yeah, exactly. Why is it always you two? No, so you guys know that you could, like I said, explore the island. There's a couple different places that you can go based on this map. So there's, let's see, does it actually say? There's a bluff called Dead Man's Bluff, kind of in the northern end of the island. There's Seaside Grove. There's the Eastern Beach. There's that utility shed. There is the manor house itself and everything that's inside of that. And then there's also... nope, that's about it. So you guys can split up, or tell me how you would want to split up here. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to put you guys as little characters on the map here. And I think you should be able to move yourselves around as you'd like.
You said that the professor and I were associates, right?
Yep, he was a graduate professor for you in college, so you do know him at Oxford.
Okay. I would like to go with the professor, I think.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, you would like to come with me?
Oh.
Sure. I could show you around the manor house."
Sounds great.
I'll say, I don't know about Scooby, but Shaggy is still very hungry and is probably going to loiter around near the mansion more, waiting for food to be ready.
Yeah.
So admittedly, I'll probably go out to the utility shed. Just kind of mosey out there, look around.
Okay. Go to the
Just
utility
waiting for
shed
food.
and then maybe try to hit up the kitchen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you and I assume you and Scooby are going to go together. That seems like the normal thing. So that leaves Daphne and Fred. Where would you two like to go explore? Remember, okay, yeah, it is on the map. So Dead Man's Bluff, Seaside Grove, Eastern Beach, or I guess you really haven't been. You've already kind of been to the docks. So
I think Dead Man's Bluff sounds interesting. What say you?
Sounds really private.
Yeah.
Really romantic.
Oh god.
You guys are always splitting off. And why do you always come back so hot and sweaty? I don't understand.
Okay, perfect. So let's start with Scooby and Shaggy here. So if you head to the utility closet, let me pull up my
Utility shed.
utility shed. Excuse me. Yeah, utility closet. It's just a big closet. No, let me pull up utility shed here. I
Big
don't know.
closet, not connected to the house.
Yeah, so there's this. It's a large utility shed, kind of behind the manor. Let's see. There looks to be some sort of a. I guess if you kind of open up the door, or do you open up the door? I'm playing for you. You get to the shed. Are you wanting to go in and like explore around? Or you guys just hanging out outside around it?
Like Scoob, I bet there's some food in there.
I
Check it
can't get
out.
over it. So good.
Let's check it out.
Frog.
Okay, yeah, I opened the door.
Okay, yeah. So if you open up the door, it's kind of I guess as you get close, it's kind of like it looks like a drafty barn, red paint, sun bleached and peeling. But it looks like there's a large generator inside of here that's on and running. And from the looks of it, it looks like it probably supplies electricity to the manor house. It's very, very large. It takes up the entire like front left side of the barn, and there's kind of this low thrumming as you kind of approach. You open up the door, and it looks like there's 3 cans of gasoline set near the generator. It also looks like there's a plethora of like gardening equipment, so a shovel, a hoe, trowel, work gloves, and then let's do our first roll here. A spot hidden check. Both of you guys can give me a spot hidden check. And so what you'll want to do is tell me, I'm not going to look at your guys' character sheets. If you just give me a number, it's not going to matter to me. So you would say something like 20 under 40, hard success, or 30 above 60, or 30 below 60.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So you tell me what you rolled, tell me what your number is, and then tell me what level of success it was. We should be able to figure it out, but you should have the 3 numbers listed there. So
For what kind of roll? I'm sorry.
he's doing a spot hidden check. Just those 2. That's like your perception
not
checks,
us.
basically.
Okay.
So it's just these 2 in here right now.
So the
Yeah. See, I knew it was going to be
numbers
difficult.
numbers again on the side. Remind me again. Well, what's the
Yes.
left number and the right number?
So you rolled 2 die, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the ones that have like 70, 80, 90, the one with the zeros on it, that's your tens place.
No, not that. I'm talking about the sheet.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
it's like halving it to where.
Yeah.
if
So
it's
the first
below
number,
next number.
yeah, first number you have to roll under. Actually, let
Mhm.
me just pull up your sheet so I can use exact examples. Okay, so your spot hidden is a 50. So if you rolled under 50, it's a success. If you roll under 25, because that's half of 50, it's a hard success. If you roll under 10, that's because that's 1/5, that's an extreme success.
Okay, I got 12.
12. Okay, so that's a hard success. Scooby, did you roll that too?
Yes, and I got a 3 under 40, so I
Crit
got an
extreme?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys go in there. Nothing super crazy jumps out, but Scooby smells like a container with like pesticides that's kind of like hidden in the back corner. But you also, Shaggy, when you're kind of looking around, you see a workbench with the initials JW carved into them.
Scooby goes, "Ugh, rank."
Rank.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are kind of meandering about there. Let me jump up here to Dead Man's Bluff, where our good friends, who I am, oh, no, I need to move this. Fred and Daphne are hanging out. Let's see, that is Dead Man's Bluff. So again, this is kind of like a rocky outcropping on the northern end of the island, and it sits way above sea level. And like as you get close, it's like a sheer drop to the rocks below. Why don't you guys also give me a spot hidden check as you're kind of looking out over the ocean and kind of looking down at the rocks below. So
Let's see.
and
I
if you
can still
need-
roll my dice. I don't have to do the
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
simulated. Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. Spot hidden.
So you're spot hidden.
So wait, what am I?
Okay, so you open up your character sheet. You're
What
Fred, right?
I understand how it works. I guess my question is like, what dice am I rolling?
It's a D100, so there should be 2 ones that are like your D10s.
Nice.
Mm.
So there's one that's got like 2 numbers on it, so like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then there's one that just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the bigger numbers are your 10s place, and the smaller ones are your 1s place.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Yep.
1 second.
So Sarah, you just rolled.
I pulled out my D20 and then I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Did it right here. Okay, so you got a 23. So I think with the 2-star, I'm learning what it says in the chat. Is that a hard success for you? Let's see. You're
It's a 25 and a 10, so I don't know. I don't
okay.
think
So yeah, so you rolled under the 25. So that is a
Okay.
hard success. So
Okay.
you rolled under 50, it's a normal. Under 25
Okay.
is a hard. Under 10 is an extreme. So
Okay.
you rolled a hard success.
Hmm.
Excellent.
I just rolled I think a regular success because I rolled 35.
35. So yeah, you are under your spot hidden, but you are not under, or you're under your 45, but not under your 22. So yep, we got a 1 success and 1 hard success. Nice. Very cool. Okay. So Daphne is looking down and you see in the water, it looks like a humanoid figure that's being crushed between the surf and the crags of the island. You see like someone down below, like a person just getting slammed against the
Getting
rocks.
slammed. Yeah.
I need you, like this is like horrifying to you. Fred hasn't noticed this quite yet, but this is like horrifying for you. I need you to give me a sanity check.
Wow.
So there should be a sanity skill that you can roll to. It's going to be 40. So I need you to roll, Lorna, and I need you to get below a 40.
I'm rolling?
You're Fred, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I just thought it was just Daphne for a sanity check.
No, sorry. Did I say Daphne? Whoever rolled the regular success. You rolled the
Oh,
regular
yeah,
success.
sorry.
Excuse me. Okay, sorry. So Fred
rolling.
sees this and sees this person getting pounded against the rocks, and like you think someone is down there dying. Like that is a person being mangled and destroyed down on the rocks.
I
So-
don't see.
So sanity is going to be all the way to your left. It's actually like a stat that goes up and down. So you have HP, you have your hit points, you have your magic points, you have your luck, you have your sanity.
Okay.
I should talk about luck after this too, actually. But so your sanity
So
is
I
like
have
you have a 40. So yep, you have to get below a 40. So sanity is like when you see
and then
things
what's the
that
99?
that's your max. Like those are all the max values that they can be. So your luck you could get more luck, and that could go up to 99.
I can.
So
Okay.
you're like 40% sane because Fred's not all there. Is basically what that's saying.
I rolled a 23.
Okay, so you passed your sanity check. So you like shake it off, and it doesn't affect you mentally, but like things like as you play this game long term, your sanity slowly gets lower and lower, and as you see more horrifying, you see someone get ripped in half, you see ghouls eating people, you see all this horrifying stuff, it messes with your psyche, and so that's where insanity and those sorts of things start to come into play. So you're looking and you're like, I don't. What do you say? Do you say anything to Daphne in this moment?
I think I be like, Daphne, do you see that person down there?
And Daphne kind of looks in a little bit, and she goes, "Fred,
Who's that? Oh.
that's a mannequin." With a hard success, you're able to tell that is actually not a person in the water, but it looks to be some sort of old mannequin of a pirate that probably was on the
Oh.
island at some point.
Oh.
Is there I know it's a sheer drop.
Mhm.
Is there, like, when I look around like the curve of this coastline, I guess,
Uh-huh.
do I see any way that theoretically in future, like, I understand we don't have time for it right now, but
Uh-huh.
any way that we could, like, climb down, walk along, or
It doesn't
does
look
is
like
it like
it.
nope?
It's
Okay.
you can't quite tell, but it feels like there's not, like, the land to your east and to your west gets lower, gets closer to the coast, but it still stays, a ways up, and there's not really a beach. It's kind of just straight down. The significance of this is that there's a lot of rocky outcroppings at the bottom, while the rest of it just looks
Yeah.
like it's coast right up against water. So, but okay,
I wonder where it came from.
Yeah, let's jump over to our good friend Velma, who is hanging out with the professor, which I think I actually have a picture of this professor, which I should have showed you guys earlier. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Yeah. Show players. Show players. This is what the professor looks like.
Oh wow, he could be my father.
Yeah, I literally just said that thought.
Is he my dad, or do I just call him daddy?
You call him whatever you want.
That's what the hex girl Sally called her dad. Daddy?
Okay, so you enter into this house. Actually, you know what I should be doing here? There is an original soundtrack called Investigation that I should be playing instead. That's more fun. Okay. Let me pull back up this. Actually, do you say anything when you get inside? So you kind of enter into this manor house, and I guess the professor kind of goes, well, is there anywhere that you would like to start, Velma? It's been some time. It's good to see you. Daughter? I'm just kidding.
I knew it!
Daddy?
It's good to see you too, Professor. Could you show me this picture of Captain Cutler that the maid was mentioning?
Absolutely. And he takes you to the study. So you kind of go in, you go to the right. Kind of once you get into the front door, you kind of head off to the right. It looks like there's a small study there. It looks like the room is mostly dominated by a mahogany desk that kind of takes up most of the space. And on the desk there looks to be some sort of a radio, maybe to contact whomever they need to on the island. There's not cell phones or anything yet. There are some like the desk has some drawers in it, but on the far wall opposite the door to the study is a large portrait of Captain Carlisle Cutler. And he's got on like his captain's coat and like a large French captain's hat.
Oh God, he's French? Why didn't you say that before?
I didn't want you to get the wrong opinion of him early.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. Why don't you, as you're kind of looking around the room, also give me a spot hidden roll.
Spot hidden. Okay.
So everyone's kind of getting the chance. Spot hidden's a very common thing to roll in this game because it's an investigation game.
A 15, which is the second level of success.
Okay, so a hard success. So 15 under, what's the number?
45. 15 under 45.
Okay, cool, for a hard success. Very cool.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of looking around the room, you guys walk in the room and he kind of points out a couple things and maybe you take an opportunity to just kind of meander around and look around this room. So you find a false bottom on the second desk drawer down. So you kind of pull out that desk drawer, like you're kind of looking in all the drawers, find that false bottom, and you end up finding what looks to be some sort of a journal page.
You know what I always say? False bottom girls make the rockin' world go round.
You always did used to say that in school.
Yeah.
I will show you that journal page in just a moment. You also, though, while you are lifting up the false drawer, you feel like just a faint draft kind of coming from behind you. But it feels like there's a faint draft coming from the portrait of Captain Cutler.
Is there a giraffe in the room?
Nope.
I say to the professor.
A giraffe or a draft?
A giraffe.
Interesting. No, there's not. Okay. I need you guys to test something for me. Make sure that this works. In the journal, I'm about to give you ownership of this journal page and also show it to you, but I need to make sure that it does show up okay. So I'm going to change this to owner. Do you guys now see a new folder in your journal section?
Books and journals.
Books and journals, open that up, and then there should be weathered ship journals. And then
journal page 1.
Yep.
Oh god, it's an actual like page. Oh my god.
Yep. I will bring this up and show to players too. I double checked with Brendan today to make sure that it wasn't just me being millennial and not being able to read it very well, and he could read it just fine. So does someone, and actually in this case it's got to be Josh, want to read this out loud for us? See what this journal page says.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in because this is
the
difficult
font's small.
to read.
Yeah, it's illegible, just the font is small.
If you hold control, you should be able to mouse wheel in too.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Like if you clicked on it? Yeah, I can mouse.
Maybe if I okay, there we go. I've just full screened it.
Oh, that works.
April 4th, with a fair wind, the Liberty set sail from the Gloucester.
It's a city.
On this, okay.
I'll show you it on the
4th day of April, in the year of our Lord, 1792. Children waved to us from the docks as we set out, under the pretense of carrying supplies to France. Oh yeah, he's French. What's a French accent?
French accent.
Once we reach upon the water, we set sail upon the Jolly Rogers and seek out our fortunes from mercantile vessels along the South Pacific trade routes. Should fortune favor us, we will fill our hold with British goods and doubly make our fortunes from the coffers of our late masters. May 18th, we fucking died. Oh, there we go. No, we resupplied at the port of Quetta. The men were more than happy to see the rum barrels refilled. We've only had one success in our voyage so far, waylaying a Spanish vessel carrying silks. Best not let our current hosts know our hold is full of goods meant for the King Charles IV of Spain. Soon we will round the Cape of Africa and make for the trade routes of the South Pacific. That's what the journal says.
Thank you, Josh. I'm going to pull us back to Lovecraft Country real quick. And I need to pull this map off of...
That was really more difficult to read than it probably should have been.
I almost made a version that was just plain text, but decided not to. So Gloucester, you can see it on the map here. That's why I was pulling this up.
Okay, thank you.
This is
Gloucester.
This is where they set sail from.
Set sail. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna pull us back here. Excellent. So, yeah. So you find this journal page and kind of read this out loud. And actually, do you read it out loud, or is that just for us? Do you read it out loud with the professor? Do you show the professor when you find this, or kind of what happens when you find this journal page?
I show it to the professor, and one of the two of us leads it out loud. Reads it out loud for sure.
My goodness, this is incredible! You've been here 10 minutes and already. I knew it was a good idea to bring you and your friends. Thank you, Velma. Thank you. But then, yeah,
You're welcome.
You also feel that draft, which it was a real missed opportunity. After I said draft, Brendan in the chat said, "Hey, who opened a window?" Which is the joke from Zombie Island movie. But yeah. So what else would you like to do here?
Oh, I thought you were going to someone else. You made that seem like you were going to.
I think
I-
everyone is still kind of investigating. They kind of finished their bits there, but you're inside the house, so you still have some more time to look around if you would like. I guess I can kind of throw it back after you guys are done investigating. Fred and Daphne, you would know that it took you a little while to get out to the bluff. Takes you a little while to get back, so you probably start heading back to the house. Does that sound right? Don't want to miss dinner. Or do you guys find a secluded rock to do it at or something?
That's
Did
not
I-
a no.
Did I die?
No, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening there.
Fred, Daphne, coming back?
I think they're loaded.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I will start bringing you guys back here. Oh, nope, I overshot.
You know why they weren't paying attention, right?
Whoa.
Doing it. That's a skid drop there, Dylan. I appreciate that. And I know
Why are your pantyhose ripped?
I know that Scooby and Shaggy are definitely on their way back too. Fred, you would know that you probably have time. Not Fred, excuse me, Velma. You have time to look around the house a little bit more as everyone starts to kind of head back, since you didn't have to travel anywhere.
Yeah,
So inside
I'd
the
look
house.
around the house more.
Yeah, so I'll give you a
Shaggy
couple
and
different
Scooby are
places.
certainly already at the table with bibs on, with our cutlery in hand.
Yeah,
Ready
like
to go.
licking our lips.
banging them both into the table at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
actually, let me give you an opportunity here, Velma. Did you want to do anything or say anything about that draft that you felt?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say before you started interrupting me multiple times.
Yeah.
I would like to investigate this draft and say, Professor, I feel that draft again. I think it's coming from over here, and go towards the painting
Okay.
and investigate it further.
Yeah, so I can carry over that hard spot hidden as you kind of like feel around the painting, and you can definitely you're sure that there is a draft coming from there, but the painting is
I'm really feeling it.
secured to the wall, so there doesn't feel like there's any way for you to pull off the painting. Like you could theoretically tear it down or rip it off the wall and see what was behind it, but it doesn't. You can't find any way to just take it off the wall. It's not just on a single nail where you can pick it up and move it to the side. It feels like it's pretty well secured to the wall.
Professor, would you mind terribly if I just ripped this painting off this wall?
No! No, you can't. This is an antique.
Oh, okay.
It dates back to the
I didn't-
1700s or the early 1800s, surely. No. Surely if there's something behind there, there's a different way to get about it. No, we can't do that.
Don't call me Shirley.
All right, Thelma, sorry.
Do you have any other ideas, Professor? Any other ways that we could make this painting move?
I don't know. I think that we maybe we bring it to the rest of the group after dinner and see if we could come up with something, or maybe find another way, another place to get to whatever's behind there. I believe you. It feels like there's something back there. I hadn't noticed that before. We keep the windows open most of the time, but with the storm coming, we've closed them, and now it's obvious.
That felt like some over-explaining by the professor, and I note that down in my mind.
It's funny. Yeah, as a player, I understand why you would do that. As a GM, I may have just said too much there. So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that within this building, there's also you could look through. There's the front hall that you came in through. There's a porch outside that you could look around. There's a library that you could explore. Obviously, there's a kitchen and a pantry and a set of different bedrooms as well. But you probably have time to check out one more thing inside the house before it's dinner time. Everyone is on their way back now. 30-minute walk out, 30-minute walk back. after thinking that they saw someone dying outside and finding out it was a mannequin, and then checking out the utility shed and realizing there wasn't much going on there. Or you could head to the kitchen. It sounds like maybe Scooby and Shaggy are already at the kitchen, so we could always join with them and see what they're going. Go.
We better join with them, or they'll probably eat all of dinner. Nobody else
Dinner's
eats
not served
anything.
yet, but yes, that's fair.
When has that stopped them before?
Yeah.
Touché.
Never.
Yeah.
Chowing down. Slurping sausages.
Head to the kitchen.
I'd say let's make our way
All looking good.
to dinner.
All right, so yeah, if you guys all kind of make your way back to the kitchen, it's they're just about to start serving food, but you get into the kitchen. There's kind of like a long rustic table with chairs around it. It looks like there's an antique cast iron stove, as well as like a more like small modern one, and that looks like that's the one that's in use right now. It looks like most of like the furnishings of the house are fairly original, but they've definitely like made some efforts to start like modernizing it and like making the living space more comfortable in general. You guys, there's like normal kitchen utensils and items that you can find in here: kitchen knives, spatulas, that sort of thing, but nothing super unique that you see. Oh man, my nose is itching like a motherfucker. Okay, so yeah, after you guys all sit down, Professor White kind of calls everyone in. And he says, "Please, please be seated. Dinner will be served very shortly." He goes, "Mr. Edge put in a beef stew before she left." And
Beef
so
stew.
he kind of gets this out and kind of sets up like a little line. It's only him here, so he's not going to go around and like serve you guys individually. So you kind of get in a line with your bowls, and you get out the stew, and everyone kind of sits down, I assume, and just has a normal dinner here. Does anyone want to bring up anything over dinner? It looks like Professor White probably has something to say, but you guys certainly have an opportunity to get a word in before he jumps to it.
I would mention the draft in the room that we need to investigate, but also that Professor White was hesitant to let me pull the picture off. So I say that to the group. There's a draft in the main study with a picture that
That seems silly that he wouldn't let you. It's in a frame, right? Like,
Was there an air conditioning vent?
Thanks for
who asked that?
Robert?
Who's Sarah's playing Daphne?
Yeah.
What? What, Daphne?
And
Stop
Scooby is
asking some silly questions.
poking his nose into a knob on the wall, seeing if it's a secret button.
It's not. But you
Okay.
keep trying.
I've just eaten.
Professor, yeah, just eating more and more stew. It's gone pretty quick if you guys are going at it like you do in the movies. Professor would comment on that comment from Fred. Like, well, no. There doesn't appear to be any way to take the painting down. We would have to tear up the painting, and it's hundreds of years old. We couldn't do that. We couldn't.
you're trying to tell me that this thing is wallpapered to the wall? Like, it's not. It's
The
on a
painting is like-
canvas, isn't it?
It's like framed, but the frame is like stuck to the wall.
Did anybody try to touch the frame to see if it actually was stuck to the wall?
Yes. Velma tried to get it off the wall. Couldn't seem to get it off the wall. It seemed like the only way to get through to whatever
Are
was
we
behind
sure
was to...
it's not because Velma's not strong enough to move it?
You are sure.
I
Well,
think
that's something we can
Fred would like
we could take a look at that after
crack
dinner.
his knuckles and be like, "All right, I'll show you. I'll show you how a real man would move a painting if it's able to be moved. It might
No,
not
no.
be.
Please
But-
sit. Please sit. After dinner.
You seem really nervous.
It's just I'm Austin and I don't know how to act around people.
You're
My-
Austin?
My nose is ridiculously itchy and I don't know what to do about it.
That
Uh,
seems
An
a
itchy
little
nose is a
suspicious.
sign of a liar. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only liars are on cocaine.
Only liars would say they're not lying.
It's the alcohol. Maybe I'm having an allergic reaction to Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Okay, but real talk. Scooby starts to sniff his food out for pesticides.
Okay, give me a spot
Hmm.
hidden.
'Kay.
Or if you have a different skill that
Cool.
you think is more relevant, you can certainly do
Um,
that too.
No, I don't think I have a sense of smell in this chart.
No, yeah, I think
I
sense
don't think
motive.
I
should,
have a
though.
sense.
Sense motive makes the most
It's not
sense.
listed.
But I was
Yeah.
giving you an opportunity. This game is definitely
spot
about
hidden.
pushing what skills you think are most relevant in the situation and trying to convince me that that's what you would like to use.
Okay, spot hidden 33 under 45.
Yep, you do not smell anything dangerous in this food. You have already eaten some of it and it tasted
Yep.
delicious. So it does not
I
feel
do
like
that-
Miss Sturridge or Professor White was trying to poison you.
Okay, I
Daphne wants
finished
to
my last
ask.
fight then.
Daphne wants to ask the professor about the mannequin.
Mannequin. Oh yes. I bet I know what that was. That was probably old Joe's fish house. Pirate Pete. He's the mascot of the former fish house. It'd gone missing at some point. I bet that thing's been sitting there for weeks, months maybe. That's probably it. Hopefully that didn't give you a fright or anything.
Just distract me from my own reflection in the water.
He goes, well, I'm glad that you all had an opportunity to take a look around the island, and most certainly there'll be more opportunities later. But I did just want to introduce myself again. Velma, I know that you know of me, and I'm sure you've shared things about me with the rest of your group here. But again, my name is Professor Hyde White. I am a professor of anthropology, specializing in ancient civilizations. And you may be asking, and I imagine like in the background, Scooby and Shaggy maybe aren't paying attention and just keep eating, you know. You may be asking, why would an anthropologist specializing in ancient civilizations be on this Shipwreck Island? I'd be happy to tell you why. And he kind of goes on to explain that he believes that Captain Cutler, during some of his previous voyages, ended up running across some sort of ancient civilization, and he thinks that this Captain Cutler took some sort of historical artifacts or things of significant historical value and kept them with him as like a form of booty, if you will, as they were pirates. But Professor says that he believes that there was some sort of Chthonian culture on this island, and that is his area of expertise. And as he's kind of talking about this, he is like rambling like quick. Like he seems very, very, very interested and like particular about his work. He believes that this was like this civilization was like Proto-Indo-Europeans, like older than 10,000 BC. He thinks that this civilization may have been even older than any civilization that we're aware of. And he thinks that this manor and maybe even surrounding islands may hold these relics that could shed light on like this long forgotten race and civilization of people. And you would notice that he specifically uses the term race here because he truly believes that these people were like a completely like forgotten race, like not even human necessarily, like so pre-human civilization that they may have not even been human at all. And he mentions, he goes the other professors at Oxford don't believe me. They ridiculed me, and that's part of the reason that I'm on leave right now. He goes, my hypothesis was unconventional to say the least. and he kind of goes on and on about this civilization and trying to find these artifacts and around this place. And he goes, Velma and I were able to find a journal piece, which is the first piece of solid evidence that I found that my theory could be correct. And he goes, and I believe there's very potentially more journal pieces scattered throughout the island, and if we could find them, we may be able to put together a story of what actually happened here, and figure out what happened to Captain Cutler and this ancient civilization of people. Is anyone good at
Velma goes.
Oh, go ahead.
Velma goes, "You were put on leave, Professor?"
Oh, yes, those damn professors didn't believe me, but the folks at Miskatonic, they recognized my brilliance. I guess I didn't.
Miskatonic?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess I didn't bring this up. Anyone who follows this game knows Miskatonic University is kind of the forefront university for like occult works. Like they're like the school that specializes in like Cthulhian lore and these ancient civilizations and that sort of thing. They're located in Lovecraft country. But
Anyway,
a lot of
going
like
back to
players are from Miskatonic. So
Going back to that, I don't understand why they would put you on a bunch of leaves. What does that prove?
I agree, Shaggy, my boy. I agree.
Shaggy, my boy.
Is anybody particularly good at psychology? You look through your skills here.
Psychology is a
Yeah,
60
Daphne
for me.
seems like she would be, but I don't know.
No.
40 over 10 for Scooby Doo.
You already rolled a 40? Oh, you rolled a 40 over 10? Okay, I understand. Yeah, you don't notice anything off with the professor. He just seems like a cool guy. Anyone else that
cool.
wants to roll a psychology check to kind of like get a vibe of this guy and like how he's doing right now, feel free to do that.
I rolled a 60 under 60.
You hit it. Okay, so that's a success. Hits it, makes it. Daphne, you failed.
Yeah, Daphne
Looks
failed.
like
Yeah, I got a 32 over 10.
32 over 10. So we have one success with Velma.
Yeah,
that
thank
sound
you,
right?
thank you. That sounds right.
You can tell, and you probably remember this from school, that he is very passionate and perhaps even a little bit obsessive about his work.
I remember that the professor is passionate and obsessive about this particular piece of work.
And not even this before.
Take
like
pity on
school,
him.
When you were in school, it's just anything that he was working on, he like got almost too into, and that seems to be the case again here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say too into. It's just like, he's a bro.
He's a bro. Yeah.
And a bro's got a bro over his bro things.
Sure.
You know?
I don't.
Sure, bro.
But...
Yeah.
Okay, why doesn't after he kind of gives his speech, everyone kind of is getting close to the end of their food here. Can I get everyone to give me a listen check?
Listen check. Oh God. I'm blind, not deaf. 53 over 20, but apparently I'm deaf.
Okay. Fail.
64
fail.
over 40.
Fail. Fail.
Yeah, 75 over 40.
Fail. Did you roll, Sarah?
Yes, I rolled.
What did you get? Sorry, I didn't see it.
It's 80 and 5, I believe.
So 85? Oh my God. Okay, so everyone failed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah,
We didn't
you guys,
hear shit.
Yep, you guys don't hear anything. But as dinner kind of finishes up, you guys put your food away, and about that time you hear
Is there any food left
outside.
to put away after Scooby and Shaggy are there?
What's up?
Is there any food left to put away with Scooby and Shaggy there?
Well, you put like your plates away and your like dishes away, rather. Excuse me.
I'm picturing
leave it so.
Scooby like licking his plate clean.
That's fair. You guys just hear a loud thunder strike outside, and it sounds like the storm that they mentioned previously has arrived on this island. Oh my god, that's the classic one. Wow, that's so good. Wow,
I turn to the
like that.
professor and go, Professor, do you know how bad this storm is supposed to be?
Because from the sound of it, it was supposed to be quite a bad one. He's like, I don't know if I would. I don't know why he.
Why is the Professor
Irish.
Wokrun now?
I don't know. I don't know if I would recommend heading outside anymore. But you all are certainly more than welcome to. There's plenty to still see inside the manor though as well. Yeah. So as you can see, the manor has now a cool cloud and rain effect on it. So.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Good job, Austin.
Thanks.
You did good, pal.
Thanks. Okay. So yeah, you guys finish up, and it looks like you heard nothing. Ignore that, and then the rain started. So you guys are more than welcome to continue investigating or talk to me about what you want to do. What's the plan after dinner? You guys want to go check on that painting and see if Fred can just strong arm it off?
Yes.
Yeah, and I want to go because Fred's most likely going to fail.
Okay. So
why do you think I'm going to fail?
I don't think Lorna's going to fail. I think Fred's going to fail. I think he's
Okay, so you head towards the study. Maybe Velma leads you there because she knows where she's going. And as you enter into the study, you hear that radio, like, kind of staticking in. You hear, like, a staticky voice going, Professor? Professor, are you there? Professor?
Velma will answer.
This radio looks extra complicated to use. So if you want to try to use it yourself, I need an electronics check.
Velma will not try to use it because apparently Velma's an idiot.
Maybe she doesn't use tech very often.
Oh my god.
To be fair, I didn't come up with the stats for these guys.
It's the 70s. There are no electronics. That's
Exactly.
probably why.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. That's what's going on here. Yeah, Lorna's right.
Just want to make sure.
I mean, Fred's right.
I want to make sure I pulled that stat over right. 1 second, real quick, Josh. 1 seems insane.
Yeah.
Mine's also 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if it got reset. Give me 1
Is
second.
everyone 1? Because
I have quite a few ones.
Well, a lot of people have a lot of 1s. Yep, no, that's a 1 for Scooby. It's 1 for Fred. It is 1970, so you would think that you could potentially ask the professor too. He would probably know how to just use it. Nope, the 1s are right. That is right.
Dearest Professor, would you help us with this radio?
The radio?
The radio.
Oh, good. It's probably Patty.
And by help, we just mean, would you answer your radio?
Yes, he comes in and he's just like, yes, Patty, is that you? And he goes, I don't remember the voice that I used for him. Yeah, I'm just radioing to check. Want to let you know that the storm hit the mainland. He goes, has it hit up there yet? Professor kind of answers and, lets him know that it just hit minutes ago. Professor goes, yeah, everything's all right up here. Nothing unusual yet. And then Patty kind of says, he says, well, the storm surge is going to make it impossible to get a boat out to the island in the next few hours. But if you guys run into any trouble, certainly feel free to radio back in. I'll be standing by.
Next few hours?
Yeah, it looks like over the next couple of hours, it would be impossible to get like a boat in or out, basically. That's what they're saying. As the storm rolls in.
And the thunder rolls.
Exactly. Oh, that would have been a good one to have.
And the lightning strikes.
Daphne, I think, is pretty good at surfing historically. Maybe she could wing it through a storm.
Yeah, so the storm has definitely begun outside now. The sky is dark and foreboding. Again, you guys are more than welcome to try to go search for those other places on the island if you want to. but you think that the any sort of spot hidden checks or anything like that would be extra difficult, and you would probably lose your bearings fairly easily. But you are definitely still more than welcome to search outside if you want. But there are also plenty of places to be looking around inside the house. So I will kind of read through those areas again and let you guys kind of tell me what you think that you want to do here. So again, there's a front porch, which again, it's raining now, but it is a covered porch kind of on the southern side of the manor. So that would be something that you could go check out. There's kind of like this front hall that's got some like stuff on the walls and that sort of thing that you could check out. Kind of already checked out the study. There's also a library, a bunch of books and stuff in there, so you think that you could probably go in there and do some reading, that sort of thing, see what you could find. There's you kind of already checked out the kitchen, but you could go check out the pantry. There's a master bedroom, a washroom, and then 2 other like individual bedrooms.
I still want to check out this painting.
Okay, and yeah, definitely check out the painting.
I still want to help Fred attempt the painting.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume that Shaggy and Scooby are going to check out the pantry. Yeah,
that makes sense. But yeah, no, let's talk about this this painting again. So yeah, if you come up, you could kind of feel that draft after Velma points out where it's at. But do you want to do a spot hidden check to see if you could find anything different, Fred, and see if you can find a lever or something that maybe Velma missed, or do you just want to jump to a strength check and see if you can just rip it off the wall? There's no right or wrong answer. I think Fred would just do a strength.
I think Fred would just do a strength check.
Okay. Yeah. So give me if you try to go up to this painting and just try to basically rip it off the wall. Give me a strength check. So again, your strength is going to be a stat in the bottom, like the side left. It looks like you have a 70 in strength.
My strength is 70. I rolled a 48.
48. So you got a regular success. So you go up to this painting and you try to get like a grip kind of on the side of it, but it's it's kind of like up against the wall. You try to get a grip and you go to yank on it and it just doesn't budge. Like you can't get a grip on it just right, or it's just so stuck to the wall that you can't get it off.
Can I do a spot hidden check now? I think Fred would have done it in this order.
Yeah. Sure.
I rolled a 49, so that's a failure.
Okay. Yeah, if you look around, it just seems like it's stuck. Like, again, you basically come to the same conclusion that Velma did, that you could take a knife and just cut through the painting, or, you could just try to grab, like, the actual painting itself and just rip it apart. But the professor is very adamantly against that, if you can help it, so.
He thinks you should rip it apart. Should look and watch you try.
Could I do? Is there there's not like an investigation?
That's like spot.
Yes.
Well,
no, I get. It might help with what Fred was wondering is this an actual does it look truly like an old painting, or does it look like, how like kids for their science or their social studies project will dip a piece of paper in tea? Is it like actually
I think
old, or is it just
there's a couple
old?
skills here, so I would take from anyone that wants to try to see if this feels like it's a real painting, just a straight education roll, which is your EDU skill, but that would probably be a pretty tough check, because that's just kind of, do you remember learning anything about paintings in college, is basically what that is. Maybe...
I don't think that Fred went to college.
Well, whatever. Yeah, at 19, you probably, this is just your high school education. You guys are going to have to tell me anthropology versus archaeology, anything there, maybe? Probably not. There's the appraise skill. What was that? There's an appraise skill that you could maybe use. We only have a 5 in that, but it's, there's a chance. I keep forgetting to point it out, but this applies for everyone, and it hasn't been that big of a deal yet. You guys have luck. So luck is a set of points that you can spend on checks to get successes. So it's kind of how lucky you are. So for instance, Fred has 45 luck. So Fred, if he was like 5 points away from getting a success, like it might be worth it to him to spend 5 points of luck to get that success. Does that make sense? Or maybe he got a success, but he's only 2 points away from getting a hard success. Then he could use luck to make that a hard success too. You can't roll luck in on damage rolls if you guys are fighting. You can't roll luck on sanity checks, and you can't roll luck on luck rolls. So at the start of every session after this, we'll do a luck roll, where basically you roll and you want to fail your luck check. So in Lorna's case, she would want to get above a 45, and then you get to roll 1d10 and add that much luck to your character sheet. So it's a renewable resource in the sense that you will probably get some back, but the less luck that you have, the more likely you are to get some back. So it is kind of like a use-it type thing. So moving forward, you guys definitely are more than welcome to use luck to alter what your numbers are. Does that make sense? Does everyone see where that is? Bottom left, it's the yellow score. You have your hit points, your magic points, and then you have your luck. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's jump over. While you guys are messing around in the study trying to get this painting off, let's jump over to Scooby and Shaggy. Did you guys end up in the pantry? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
Okay.
We're scoping out our next meal already. We're not gonna have it. We're just like planning.
Yeah,
like,
you're getting
okay,
ready for
they
it.
have
Yeah.
this, so later.
Oh, I meant
For
to
another
say,
2 hours. We just heard that. Yeah, we're
I
stuck
meant
here.
to
They're
say,
planning 11s.
We're rationing.
I wanted to homebrew a mechanic where Velma maybe has a certain number of Scooby snacks that she can give to Scooby and Shaggy to like superpower them or something. So be thinking of what that might look like. Maybe that just gives you like, you know, some bonus luck or something like that to use on your next check. But I think that'd be kind of fun if maybe, you know, Velma brought 3 or 4 Scooby snacks with her, or maybe forgot the box but found a couple in her pocket that she could use in later situations. But
There are 3 wooden Scooby snacks on the right side of the highway.
Exactly.
Why there's not 4
still
of them.
going.
Heaven only knows.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah, so you guys head to the pantry. You're able to find it with your keen sense of smell, I imagine. But it looks like it's accessible via a pass-through in the kitchen. It also looks like there's maybe a small door off of like that kind of front hallway. It looks like it's only got like cabinets and drawers, but it does appear to be fairly well provisioned. All manner of food staples can be found in here. Roots, vegetables, bread, meats, etc. You do find, without even having to do any sort of a check, 3 oil lanterns and a box of matches. But if you guys are kind of looking around, seeing what else you could find, you guessed it. Give me a spot hidden check.
Yeah, there's a lot of these.
Can do.
Searching. Investigate.
Fail.
Okay, and we're I don't even know what your number is, but don't forget about luck. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no. No.
Well failed.
Spot hidden?
Yep.
I just succeed.
Okay. Yeah, just on a normal success, you don't necessarily see anything else in here. Just looks like there's food. Like you said, the 3 oil lanterns and a box of matches in here. But lots of food. So.
Okay, after clearing through maybe like a third of the provisions here, do we maybe open up room to be able to see more?
You want to push your roll?
If we if we vacuum...
That's the other
I
mechanic.
don't know.
Thank you. No, I like that.
I don't know anything
So
about
the
that.
other mechanic that you can do, outside of luck, is called pushing the roll, which is actually the name of a new podcast from one of the guys I watch called Push the Roll. But no, so you can push any roll. So if you think that you want to roll it again, but do something different this time, you can roll it again. But if you think that you want to roll it again, but do something different this time, you can roll it again. The thing is, with pushed rolls, a failure means something bad happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
So, for
stuffed.
instance, Lorna could push the roll and try to get this painting off the wall again, and maybe say she finds a crowbar or something and is really trying to, like, get it off the wall. But I would let her know beforehand. I'm like, on a failure, like, you might just accidentally destroy this painting or, damage something that was behind this wall. So you can push almost any roll. You can't push combat rolls. You can use luck on combat rolls. You can't push combat rolls. But any other roll, as long as you can narratively tell me what you're doing differently, you can roll it again and try it, just with a higher chance of consequences if you fail. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So do
Makes
either of
sense
you
to me.
guys want to, like you said, eat a bunch of the food and potentially push the roll?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. And failure
There you
here
go.
means that maybe whatever you're looking for or whatever could be hidden here, you might have accidentally, like, stepped on or gone through while you were, eating everything so profusely and so quickly.
Okay. 3. Under 40. So
Wow.
extreme
success. Okay. Shaggy
Good
wanted to
job,
roll.
Scoob.
Was that just Scooby rolling the push, or was that Shaggy rolling?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
That was just him.
So Scooby is eating like crazy, and you smell a very particular smell that doesn't really stand out with the rest of the food, and that's coffee. You smell a coffee tin in the back of the pantry. And when you go to grab it, or you sniff it with your nose, it kind of falls onto the ground and kind of opens up, and it looks like there is another journal page inside of this coffee tin. I had buttons ready to just randomly do that, but I'm afraid that if I used the buttons, they would just infinitely play Thunder Strikes, and you guys would never be able to get them to stop. So,
I think that's a healthy fear.
Yep, I agree. I know what the problem is now. It's so stupid. I'll have to tell you about it later. But okay, let me reveal this second. Oh my god, did someone else do that?
No.
Do what? I didn't see or
The
hear any.
music started again.
Oh no.
That's nice.
Okay, we're good,
Oh,
we're
I
good.
have that
stopped it.
muted.
I stopped it.
So it goes, yeah, it's nice.
I had it cycling through all the songs, so after the thunder was done, it was just like main theme instrumental. That scared me. I was like, oh no, it's happening. Okay, do you guys see journal page 2 now in your folder on the right? I will also bring it up. And seeming as Scooby and Shaggy found it, I'm going to need one of you guys to read this out for the group.
Please
Paper scissors?
get a full Scooby red.
Oh boy.
No, I'm bowing out of that. I'll save you all the trouble.
Or anyone can read it. Someone read that out loud, though.
I can do it.
Okay.
I just really wanted to hear it as a dog.
It's so difficult.
Okay, how do I...
So you can make the whole pop-out window bigger, which helps. You just grab it in the
Yeah.
bottom right, and then also you should be able to hold control and zoom.
Yeah,
out,
that's
too.
what I ended up doing. Control zoom didn't work for me.
Yeah.
You might just be able to hit the plus zoom button at the top too. It should do the same.
Okay, I won't be able to keep an accent, so I'm just gonna read it.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you're just reading it for the stream.
For the stream, July 11th, we have passed through New
July
Guinea
11th.
and resupplied at the Dutch settlement there. Our Lady Liberty is a much feared vessel on the high seas, and merchants will hand over their stack rather than face our guns.
I think it's stock.
August. What?
Hand over their
What?
stock.
It says guns.
Sorry, never mind.
Oh, stock. Never mind.
I
Okay.
was like, those words look nothing alike, to be clear.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't read fucking
I know, I struggle. It's so
cursive
bad.
and so long. Okay, August 2nd. We are bedeviled and beclaimed. The
We are
winds have
bedazzled.
abandoned. We are bedazzled. We have bedazzled our pants, and it is very pretty. We like it a lot. The winds have
French.
abandoned us, and the men grow restless as our supplies grow short. Although we have filled our hold with spices and silks and bouillon, we cannot eat or drink
Nice.
our spoils. Without fresh water, we will all soon perish upon the high seas, and I fear the Liberty will become a ghost ship sailing into Hades with all aboard. Oh, nice. And
Real
then
live ghost
August
ship.
4th, real life ghost ship. Land Ahoy. We have sighted a chain of islands that appear inhabited. This land is not it's not on any map. Whoa. I wonder where it's.
That's
We
scary.
know nothing of all the peoples of these islands, but we have sent a longboat ashore despite
Desperate.
whatever the fuck that says. Desperate for supplies. May God protect us. He did not.
He did not. Okay. So you guys have
God,
found...
how do people wear glasses?
You get
and
used
have
to it. And
hair?
not
Like
with a headset. I definitely don't with a headset.
Ugh,
I'm this close.
that feels so much better.
You look so much better. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So with a little push to roll, I apologize for not bringing that up earlier. We're able to get another journal page and kind of continue on the investigation journey here. Let's jump back to our pantry, not our pantry, our study crew, where Fred, Velma, and Daphne, along with the professor, are hanging out in there.
You sound like Gilligan's Island.
That's fair. What would you guys like to do next?
My stats are too low to do any decent like investigation for how old this painting is, unless one of you guys want to do it.
You certainly can always roll it. Like, there's really no harm in rolling those
That's
sorts
true.
of things,
I'll
just
roll-
in case you get lucky.
I could roll. What is appraise an option?
Yeah. I was gonna ask library use. That couldn't fit for this either.
It could. I would say it's not just gonna. It'd probably be like a hard success you would need to get. But I would let you roll it at least.
Now,
you could also potentially
5
go to the library here that they have and see if you could find any books on this painting potentially.
Yeah, I might do that next.
My stat was 5 that I had to meet for 5 or less. And I got really close with a 52. So.
Ooh, okay. I thought you actually got close. I was like, luck? Nope.
No, I was being funny.
Okay. Yeah, you just can't tell. I mean, you know what a painting looks like, and this is a painting, but that's
And
about all you
about
got. Seem to use some sort of art to make this.
Thanks, Fred.
Velma, anything you would like to do in this room?
I'm a good librarian.
Yeah, and I think that Daphne is going to the library. Was that right?
Yeah.
I gotta remember what she.
Yeah, maybe a history check.
Okay. Yeah, if you have a history skill, I'd let you.
To see if I can recognize the artist or.
Every time Josh drinks, it sounds like he has a rain stick. Sorry.
Origin of the painting.
Sure.
I rolled a 43 under 50.
Everything that you could tell about this painting makes it look like it's a legit painting. You don't necessarily recognize the artist. It doesn't seem like it was anyone famous. There's not like a obvious signature in the corner. But like if you get up near it, it does appear to be a real painting to the best of your knowledge.
Well, okay. Thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
It is a painting. I have confirmed that it is a painting.
Yep.
Everyone.
So.
Well, even I knew that.
Daphne is headed to the library. What about Fred and Velma? And then in a moment, Scooby and Shaggy. And feel free to split up or join up in any ways that you guys want. You don't have to do the stereotypical split ups either.
I think when Daphne says she's going to the library, I'm gonna look at her, my eyebrows a few times suggestively, and go, "Yeah, we can go research in the library," and I'm going to follow her.
And I'm picturing, Fred having that blank stare on his face.
Yeah.
Why is that so loud too? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that one was uncharacteristically louder today.
Yeah. I want to go to the library too.
Okay. So 3 to the library. Scooby and Shaggy.
A threesome in the library.
Nice. Scooby and Shaggy, where would you guys like to go? And would you like to try to meet up with the group and share this journal page? Right now, you two are the only one that know anything about it. And potentially, I don't even know if Shaggy actually read it. Or Scooby, I guess, for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, technically Scooby found it.
What word are you trying to say?
For that,
Murmur.
for that matter. Matter, not manner. Thank you, Lorna.
What other rooms are there?
So there is the library, which is where they're headed to. There's the front porch if you wanted to go outside. There's the front hall that you could investigate, which is kind of like one of the... You guys have passed through the front hall a couple times now, but maybe haven't stopped and looked around. There's a master bedroom, a washroom, and 2 bedrooms.
Okay. And then, just for future references, is there a long hallway with a bunch of doors on either side that we can run in and out of?
The closest thing would be this this front hall. The front hall kind of has doors into a number of these rooms. It's kind of the front hallway, like when you first come in.
Okay.
So there's potential for a chase scene at some point.
Sick. I don't know. I guess probably just meet back up with the crew.
Okay.
Have a 5-some in the library.
5-some in the library with a dog.
Woo!
Nope, not
Oh,
one.
wow.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all kind of end up converging on the library. It's kind of to the right of the stairs, kind of behind pocket doors. You guys kind of get into the library, and against the northern wall of the library is a large brick fireplace, and it's got a painting of a ship on the stormy sea kind of over the mantle. Also looks like a real painting. Tucked into a corner near the fireplace. Yeah, I got you. Tucked into the corner near the fireplace is an overstuffed leather armchair and small reading table. The rest of the walls of this room look like they are just lined with bookcases of the same dark mahogany as the desk in the study. There's also a small square table with kind of like 4 chairs around it in the center of the room. As you guys come in here, you are welcome to give me a classic spot hidden if you guys kind of just want to look around the room. But you can also, we can talk about what your options are for like books that you find in this room, because you'll all have the opportunity to like roll library use if you want to, and then kind of get some books and then spend some time like kind of diving deeper into specific books. But we'll start with anyone who wants to roll and thinks that they would be looking around the library for things other than books potentially, with the spot hidden.
I think that Fred would go sit in that armchair and manspread and put his hands behind his head so he's flexing. And then just watch the ladies. I don't think he'd do anything that helpful at this moment. And then he'd have that same dumb look on his face that the animated Fred had.
Yeah, just the stagnant one.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
He's just happy to be here.
So Fred's watching the women read, or whatever.
He's
yeah.
getting pissed. He's
Daphne.
watching women read.
What is Daphne thinking about? You gonna spot hidden?
She's mad.
Go ahead.
She's going to, but she just is fuming that Fred is staring at somebody else besides her. But yeah, when she's not fuming, she can roll a spot hidden.
Okay, spot hidden. Velma, are you looking for books or spot hidden?
Hey, well done.
I think I'm gonna look for some books, buddy.
Okay, look for books. Scooby and Shaggy looking for books, or gonna look around the room?
I was gonna look around the room. I already rolled and I failed.
Okay, looked around the room, failed, and I did not miss your.
I got a master. Excellent.
Yeah, extreme.
Extreme, yeah. Whatever.
Master, excellent, extreme.
Wonderful.
And
a magnificent roll. I got that.
Is Scooby looking around?
Yeah, but I failed.
Okay. Well, perfect. It doesn't matter because Daphne is a boss. So you're looking around the room and you realize that one of the bricks in the fireplace is marked with like a circular insignia that bears the likeness of some sort of a bird.
A bird.
So if anyone wants to give me a natural world or education roll, you could potentially try to identify said bird.
Bird blindness.
What roll?
You said education? I'm not saying that.
Education should be EDU. It's off to the left by your strength. Or if you have natural world, would be another. It's not like
I'm gonna roll at EDU.
Yeah.
Because I am very educated.
Yep. Valid. Ooh, 84.
Wow. I rolled a 73 under 80. So I made it.
Okay.
Barely.
Is it a 9 or a 6? Oh yeah, it's a 9. Oh my god. I rolled a 99.
Ooh.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's actually a critical failure, I think.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's your...
No, critical failure is rolling the number.
No.
Isn't it?
Nope. It's what's your skill? Like, what's the actual total skill number?
For education 40.
40. Yeah. Anything under 50, a critical fail is a 94 to 100. In some cases, that would have a negative effect. You trying to identify a bird is not going to have any sort of a negative effect. I think that you look at it and you scream, "That's an ostrich." You think you are dead set it's an ostrich. And Velma looks at you like you're an idiot and says, "That's an albatross." So Velma is very confident. Very, very confident. Oh, wait, never mind. Not Velma.
An albatross.
Excuse me. No, yeah, Velma. Yeah, you were identifying the bird.
Velma got it right, too.
Yeah. I was looking in the chat, and that was the other check, though. Yeah, so you identify
Velma's got
this
moves.
as an albatross, which for those of you who don't know is a seafaring bird, and is often thought of as an omen of good fortune by sailors. And kind of as you're looking at this brick, it's on the fireplace, and you're looking at it, you're like, I'm pretty sure that's an albatross. You kind of lean on it just a little bit hard, and realize that you could push this stone into the fireplace. This is like some sort of a button.
I wanna push you around. Well, I will. I push it. I push the button.
Okay. You push this button, and you hear the scraping sound of metal against stone, and the back of the fireplace slides away to reveal a dark opening into the wall. Some sort of secret passageway.
Secret tunnel through the mountain.
Would you like to go into that secret tunnel? And would anyone else like to go into that secret tunnel? Or do you guys want to hold off on that and do look around for some books? I don't know if that would stop anyone that was going to be looking for books and trying to do some reading. Or is the secret passageway...
See, I'm going
let's
secret
go.
tunnel. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Daphne would screw the books at this point.
Screw the books, go for the secret passageway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me double check here. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm giving you guys the correct info for when you enter into this secret passageway. So you guys, like, it's like the back of the fireplace. So you know that you'd kind of have to, like, crouch down to, like, kind of crawl, kind of get through at least this first part of this, which probably wouldn't be super difficult if one of you, I don't know, was a four-legged canine. So I guess I'll ask...
Sadly, none of us are that.
Where?
Rogue? Where? So I guess the question is, does everyone want to try to go into the secret passageway, or is only some of you going into the secret passageway? What are you kind of thinking here as this door opens up? Is everyone going in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd go in.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's 3. Is that Scooby, Shaggy, and Daphne? Or Scooby, Shaggy, and Fred, excuse me? Are Velma...
Don't worry, the men will handle it.
Velma
I think Velma would stay with the books, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Velma's going to stay in the library. And Daphne, are you going?
Yes, I'm
already
going.
say? Okay, so everyone except for Velma is going in. Okay.
Boy.
Let's see. Right, you said
Where's
you
the
were staying with the
professor
books,
right
right?
now?
Yeah, where is the professor?
He stayed in the study. He sat down. He was gonna hang out in the study, but you guys can certainly go get him if you wanted to. But it seemed like he was just...
he was acting very suspicious. I just wanted to see
Okay.
where he was. But
Sure.
I don't think we should go back and get him.
All right. So as you guys are kind of going through this passageway, you're kind of like staying fairly low, but it does open up to where you can kind of crouch and get through. And as you're crawling through this passageway, it's kind of like a dirt floor, like old wood, like paneling and like walls and that sort of thing. You guys can spot like a square of light on like the left side of the passageway. And you realize that this light seems to be some sort of like it's the shape and size of a painting. Like maybe some light is getting through a painting here, or part of a painting. And as you guys like get through to here, you realize that you're on the other side of the wall from where the painting is, and that there is a like an actual hinge on this side where you could open and push open and get out of the room here. It looks like the passageway continues on, but this is kind of like an entrance off to the left. But you guys are able to get in there and realize that there is like a hinge on this side that you could open the painting from on this side. You guys want to do that? Again, you think the professor is probably still in the study, but that is something that you see and can kind of like put together going through this.
I'll say I'll do it accidentally. I'll Shaggy will walk up over to the ledge and be like, "Well, I wonder what it does," and then he like leans on it and to ponder, and then it opens it up.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that, and it's like the desk is right there too. So like you almost like fall over the desk and fall into the room, and the professor's like, "Oh my goodness! What? Where did you? My goodness, you were right. It is some sort of door. Have you all found anything else in there?"
Just a passageway.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm too old to bend over like that anymore, but let me go get a lantern real quick, and I'll try to give you some more lights. And
he's
goes,
what?
He's going to get a lantern. Is that what I said?
No,
I missed it.
It was the too old to bend over. You know?
Yeah. Well, you can't get down. It's like crouch. My bad. Okay, I understand now. No. So he goes and gets grabs one of those lanterns that you guys found in the pantry earlier. Comes and kind of lights that and sets it in the doorway, so you guys have a little bit more light through the passageway. So if you guys continue down the passageway, well, actually, do you continue down the passageway? You
Yeah.
guys,
We
get
continue
back
down the passageway.
Okay. All right. So if you guys are all kind of continuing down the passageway, it seems like there's a wall that leads to the left, and this looks like it's like the maybe northern wall of the manor. And like as you kind of get to the spot, you run into a. Actually, hold on. Yeah. So if you guys continue down, you guys are kind of going to the northwest corner of the manor house, and the passageway opens up to where you guys can all stand like comfortably, but it ends in this large, reinforced, dark iron banded door.
Okay.
You guys want to give me a spot hidden, taking a look at this door, see if anything jumps out to you.
Really creepy, huh?
Damn it.
Same.
Ooh.
I
Oh.
rolled a 27.
There we
And
go.
I'm very
I-
close to a strong success, but I'm
Hard
not sure
success.
it's worth using
We'll
my.
do it. Doesn't sound like we have a
Go
lot
ahead.
of good successes.
Okay, I will. So how do I use luck?
Well, I was about to say, I did roll a natural one.
Hey.
I got a one.
Nice.
That's an extreme
Never mind then.
success. Okay. All right. Yeah, with an extreme success, you're kind of taking a look at this door, Shaggy, and you are just like looking, and you find a keyhole, and the keyhole bears a circular insignia of a bird, and it looks like it's the same bird that you guys found earlier, that albatross. It doesn't look like this keyhole is meant to fit like a brick. Like you come to the conclusion that you're not like supposed to pull the brick out of the wall and come over here and do it, but you think that there is some sort of key with like some sort of albatross insignia on it that would open this door, but it seems nigh impenetrable. Like you don't think even with like tools you would be able to get this door open. Like it is only going to be unlocked with this key.
Like Jinkies, there's a keyhole, and it looks like there's a flamingo on it.
To be fair,
So
yeah, I
good.
guess you didn't identify it, so that's fair. It's funny. Yeah. there's
Do
one
I
else.
see anything else? I'm assuming I don't see anything else than he
You
does.
No, not necessarily. I will say I can roll over. You know, you're doing okay on that spot hidden though. That when you guys were traveling, you're kind of thinking back now. After you kind of get up and you know the blood is flowing to your brain a little bit better. You think that you probably saw another passageway when you were coming through that came from the porch. So it seems like there was a way in from the porch, from the study, and from the fireplace, all to get to the secret passageway. But you don't notice anything else on the door necessarily.
So we'll need a key.
Yep, it looks like you need some sort of a key to get into this room.
I think I might go back to the study. Or not study, excuse me, library. Ask Velma. Or maybe do a spot hidden check there and see if there's a key anywhere.
Okay. Does everyone want to head out of the passageway?
There's nothing else. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
see anything.
Yeah, I don't think you guys see anything else in this passageway. It seems like it's kind of 3 separate entrances that all end up leading to this giant, not even giant, this big banded door though. Okay, so Daphne, you were gonna go back to the study and see if you could find anything about a key.
Yeah.
Were you guys going back to the study or back to the library?
I'm gonna
Library for Fred.
Okay.
I thought you were coming to get Velma.
Yeah, we're gonna tell
You're
Velma
in the
and see if
library still,
Velma
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's
knows
jump back
anything or-
while they were going through that. Let's see what Velma was able to do here. Let me double check. Listener. So you are kind of looking through all the different books that are available during this time. And let me see here. Yeah, okay. So you, by the time they get back, you haven't necessarily started reading any of these books, but you have found all of the books that you think would be most useful to read. So you guys know that you could spend probably another hour, maybe 45 minutes to actually really dive into any of these books, if that's something that you're interested in doing. So the different books that you could dive into, and you would gain information from these. Let me just double check.
How many different books are there?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different books that you found useful. So what I can do is basically you're going to give me a library check roll, or library use roll, and based on how well or how successful you are in that is how many books you're able to kind of study and look over in the next hour or so. Does that make sense?
I rolled a real Velma roll here, and I rolled 11 under 70, so that's a
extreme success?
super success. Mm-hmm,
Okay, extreme success. Okay. Why
How
doesn't...
you like me now?
Check out the big brain on Brad.
Daphne and Fred, give me a library use roll if you want to come to the library and try to read through some of these books.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's a 5? Is that another extreme? Oh my god, it is. Okay, 2 extreme successes on the library checks.
Roll.
Yep.
I rolled a 30, so it's just a regular success.
Regular success. So 2 extremes and 1 regular. So, with an extreme success, you can look through 3 different items on the list, and with a regular success, you can look through 1. And there are 7 books. So you guys are able, over this hour, to look through every single one of the books that Velma pulled out, which is incredible. I have some journal pages to share with you guys. We will look through these books, and then we will probably call it there after we've taken a little bit of time and looked through these books. Scooby and Shaggy, be thinking about what you guys might be doing over this next hour. There's still a number of other rooms and places to investigate, so that could be a good use of time, but completely up to you guys. So it doesn't necessarily matter to me who reads what, but let me see. So the first book, or the first thing that you guys read through, is called The Collected Poems of Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And let me share that with you. Okay, so there should be a library content folder now that you guys can see in your journals page. The next thing that you are able to take the time and look over in this hour is a newspaper, the Arkham Times, from July 10th, 1974. So let me make you guys the owner of that as well. You also find an excerpt from I didn't make this one look pretty, so it looks kind of dumb in my opinion. A Gilbertese to English dictionary. And the last item you're able to find is The Pirate of Shipwreck Island, The Life and History of Carlisle Cutler by T.M. Forrester. from Miskatonic University. Yep. And that is that. You also, and I don't have actual PDFs for these. You think that maybe the book Sailing for Beginners could be useful. So you guys, maybe whoever reads that is a little bit better at sailing now, if maybe you guys need that later. And there's also a two-way radio operating manual. So whoever reads that will be able to use the radio without rolling any sort of skill check. And also give a bonus die to any mechanical repair roll if they should need that in the future to fix the radio. So
you're setting us up for part 2.
All of the stuff, you guys are able to find here. So does anyone want to read or look over or talk about any of these articles that you just found? Any one of those jump out or sound interesting to you? I will say the dictionary is probably not something we need to read aloud necessarily, but there is a bunch of words in the dictionary that you can know what they mean in English now should you come across them in the future. Things like fire and evil and island. But the Pirate of Shipwreck Island should be pretty legible. The collected poems should be pretty legible. And the Arkham Times should be pretty legible if anyone wants to take some time and read through any of those. Any volunteers from my reading folks? I know Velma's already read something.
I can.
Yeah, which one of those do you think Daphne would have taken the time to read? You see where
Probably
we're at
the one
too? Sorry.
The journals? Or what are you talking about?
So in library content, it should be a folder called library content. There's the newspaper, there's the poems, and there's a life and history of Carlisle Cutler.
Probably the Carlisle Cutler one.
Okay. It's a little bit longer, but not too bad. You want to read that out?
Sure. The future owner of Shipwreck Island, terror of the Pacific and Massachusetts' first pirate, Carlisle Cutler was born in 1764 in Essex, England. His father, Caleb, was a tradesman, and his mother, Helen, died in childbirth. He had an older sister, Thessaly.
Sure.
Growing up with meager means, his father took his son across the sea to colonies in America to escape his debtors. Carlisle's older sister, Thessaly, was already apprenticed to a milliner, and by all accounts, he never saw his sister again. After surviving the war in the colonies, Carlisle joined the crew of a merchant sailing ship at the tender age of 15. He sailed with Fortune's favor out of Newburyport. After 7 years aboard Fortune's favor, what happened next was a matter of some debate. By all accounts, there was a mutiny aboard the mercantile vessel, and after the dust settled, Carlisle Cutler was now captain and the ship was renamed the Liberty. He changed ports as well from Newburyport to Gloucester?
Gloucester, yeah, I'm not
Gloucester, sure. Yeah. For 6 years, Cutler captained the Liberty, pirating the waters of the Pacific. He was renowned for his ability to pillage and plunder while evading capture. In 1792, his ship landed in the island nation of Kiribati, only recently discovered by European traders. Here it is to be said that Captain Cutler made his fortune, although only he and his cabin boy, a loyal recruit named William Hastings, made it back to Gloucester alive. What happened during that doomed voyage is a mystery. There is no evidence that Cutler or Hastings ever disclosed the truth during their lives. Cutler traveled extensively after his voyage of 1792, even returning to England for a time. It was said that he struck up a friendship with the poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and even that his experience might have been the inspiration for the famous poem, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Could it be true? Could Cutler have been the basis for an Ancient Mariner? It is uncertain. What is certain is that Cutler traveled back to America in 1796 and used his vast wealth to purchase himself a commission with the colony of Massachusetts, going from private to privateer. He continued sailing for several more years before retiring in 1811. After his retirement, Cutler purchased the desolate rock that became colloquially known as Shipwreck Island. He commissioned a manor house to be built, and its construction spent the rest of his days there as a recluse. He was said to have been paranoid, mistrusting, only allowing his friend Hastings to visit upon occasion. Upon his death, the property was passed down to relatives in England, the children of his late sister, but there have always been rumors that he said his treasure in gold somewhere on Shipwreck Island.
Cool. Nice. And some of
Very
that
nice, Sarah.
lines up with what you guys have found in the journals so far.
Mm-hmm. I should have put on my glasses before reading that small font.
You did it. You did good.
You did good.
And I'll read the poems if no one else wants to.
I think Fred would have read the periodicals or the radio manual.
Yeah, I mean, either one of you, if you want to read the periodical or if you want to read the poems, go for it. It's only two we have left here.
I can read the periodical.
Okay.
I guess my next question is, do you want me to read all the... There's multiple articles. Do you want me to read all of the articles, or...
Read whatever you would like. I am not going to tell you...
right.
You probably don't need to read about Watergate, but you certainly could if you want to.
I was like, do you really want me to read about...
It's up to you. Whatever you want.
Maybe there's something important here. I don't know. I'll read it. It's relevant, I guess, to 1974.
It sets the stage.
Arkham Times, Wednesday, July 10th, 1974. Watergate heating up. President Nixon is facing increasing pressure to resign following the bombshell allegations of his involvement in the break-in of the Democratic National Committee's offices at the Watergate building. Ever staunch supporters are now urging the embattled president to resign following the initial findings of the Watergate Investigatory Commission, which is continuing its hearings on July 13th, 1974. The president has continued to claim that the audio tapes from his office are protected under executive privilege, and the Supreme Court is scheduled to hear arguments on the matter on July 24th. Even in the unlikely chance that the president is successful in his appeals, it seems less and less likely that he will be able to remain in office. Washington insiders claim that formal articles of impeachment are already being drafted by a bipartisan committee. Only time will tell if Tricky Dick will be able to weather this political maelstrom. And the next article.
Oh, I think I figured it out, though. I think the ghost is the reputation of Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan. Tragic crash in New Orleans. Investigators are still looking into the cause of the Pan American jet crash on July 9th, 1974 outside of New Orleans, Louisiana, that claimed the lives of all 145 passengers and crew. The Federal Aviation Administration has so far refused to comment on the cause of the crash and whether the accident was due to mechanical failing or human error. Vandalism at local restaurant. Local seafood aficionados may notice a presence missing outside of the Falcon Point eatery, Old Joe's Fish House. The proprietor, Linda Wellington, no, her name is not Old Joe, reported to police that the restaurant's jaunty mascot, Pirate Pete, has been stolen. I wonder if that's the mannequin we saw from the entrance of the restaurant. When interviewed, Mrs. Wellington thought that the most likely culprit were local disgruntled youths. In any case, reader, be on the lookout for a pirated pirate. Har har. Okay, last one. Storm approaching shoreline. Meteorologists are predicting a large nor'eastern to hit the coast late in the evening on Friday, July 12th. Hey, that's today. People in flood zones and low-lying are being advised to evacuate in anticipation of potentially record-setting rain. The storm will coincide with high tides, creating the possibility for a dangerous storm surge. Boaters are urged to securely dock their vessels and stay off the sea by 8 p.m. on Friday. You know what? I think we should not heed this warning. I think it'll be fine.
Let's just get on a boat. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's, no. I think we're gonna, and I know, I think we decided that the gang is from California, but they travel all over the continental U.S. and
Did
they
we
have
decide
some
that?
Midwestern spirit in
we
them,
Googled it
which
yesterday.
would involve them, just like
Saying, "Fuck it."
Midwesterners like to stand on their front porch during a tornado. These meddling kids
Yep.
will
Well, none of you have gone
totally
outside
disregard
yet.
this
You
information.
certainly could.
Yeah.
But
We actually went and stood on the most dangerous peak of this island, Daphne and I did, so.
yeah.
Or what I'm assuming is one of the more dangerous parts of it.
All right. One article left. We've got some good information from this hour long in the library. Dylan, you want to take us home with some beautiful poetry?
Poetry.
Can do.
Great
These
to
are
have
the
Scooby
collected
read that.
poems.
As if Scooby-Doo is reading.
This is far too long for Scooby of the Doo, but
Scooby of the Doo.
yes, this is the Reelection Poems of Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
Oh my god.
See, can't even get the title. No, the first poem is a shorter one, but it's Kubla Khan, and it reads, that with music loud and long, I would build that dome in air, that sunny dome, those caves of ice, and all who heard should see them there, and all should cry, beware, beware. His flashing eyes, his floating hair, weave a circle round him thrice, and close your eyes with holy dread, for he on honey dew hath fed, and drank the milk of paradise. And then we have Rhyme of the Ancient
Mariner.
Mariner?
I think
Mariner.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Oh, and we heard about that in the previous. Yeah. Okay,
You guys picked
okay.
a good reading order, actually.
Nice. Okay.
Y'all have read Rhyme
Because-
of the Ancient Mariner, right?
No. is this an
I just
actual
did
one?
now before this, but now.
Okay.
This
Okay,
guy,
good.
remember, is the guy that you learned from the article that Sarah read, that they think that Captain Carlisle Cutler became friends with when he was done being a pirate. So, like, he became friends with this guy that's writing the poems.
Alright. The very deep did rot, O Christ, that ever this should be. Yes, slimy things did crawl with legs upon the slimy sea. About, and reel and rot, the death fire danced at night. The water like a witch's oils burnt green and blue and white. The many men so beautiful, and they all dead did lie, and 1,000 slimy things lived on, and so did I. I looked upon the rotting sea, and drew my eyes away. I looked upon the rotting deck, and there the dead men lie. I looked to heaven and tried to pray, but or ever a prayer had gusts, a wicked whisper came and made my heart as dry as dust.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice. So, all in all, it takes you all about an hour to look through these books and gather this information. Two of you, like I said, did extreme successes. So on a normal success, you would only be able to really look through one book here, but with extreme, there was 3. So 3, 3, and 6, or 3, 3, and 1 is 7. So you guys were able to check out all of the different books that were here. So Scooby and Shaggy, potentially off doing their own thing by this time, and we will revisit them first next week. But regardless of what happened with them, about the time that you guys are finishing studying up this book, you hear outside what sounds like metal on metal like best way to describe it. Let me see if it gives you grinding, twisting metal, like real loud, like like almost sounds like two ships crashing into each other, but it sounds like it's right outside the door, but just metal grinding on metal. And then all of a sudden, all of the lights and all of the electricity in the house go out. It is complete darkness, other than the single oil lantern that the professor had lit earlier for you all inside of the secret passageway. And with that, we will end today's session, and we will plan on picking up there next time. We appreciate everyone hanging out in the stream this evening. Appreciate you guys hanging out and playing with me, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good rest of your evenings, everyone.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!